Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a what I eat in a day video, and I've never done this kind of video before, but cooking and food is one of my passions. I don't cook this elaborately every day because I live by myself. I'm usually pressed for time, so I make a lot of quick meals, a lot of stir fries, but today I just felt like I wanted to cook something a little more elaborate, something that was more comforting, that had like the ghar ka khana feel. That's why I made like more dishes than usual, but I hope you enjoyed this video, and please do share what you guys are eating, especially in this lockdown period, in the comment section below. So let's get started.
So the first thing that I eat or drink when I wake up is a slurry of calcium bentonite clay and diatomaceous earth. Now this is because I have a condition which is a Candida overgrowth. Some of you may have heard of it, some of you may not know about it. I'm going to link a few resources in the description box. I was basically getting a lot of recurrent fungal infections, a lot of bloating, like my stomach would bloat and hurt after eating everything. So I've started on this Candida diet, basically no sugar, no gluten, no white carbs, no dairy or very limited dairy, and I'm doing this for a couple of weeks just to get my system back in balance. Now for breakfast, I'm going to make upma. This is little millet upma from Big Basket. This is like a pre-mixed thing. You just need to add water. Now the reason I'm making this is because the traditional suji upma has gluten, and I can't eat gluten for a few weeks. I like to add some onion and tomato to this just because I feel like it tastes a lot nicer rather than just adding hot water. So I cook this in ghee. I cook most of my meals in ghee. Ghee is really good for you, and I love the smell and the taste and everything. And I always make sure I buy the desi cow ghee because the quality is so much better. So once I have sauteed the onions, I like them quite nicely browned up. I add the tomato, I add the upma mix straight from the packet. I like to roast it a little bit just so it has that nice bhuna hua taste, and then I add the water. It doesn't take too long to cook, but it does take a little longer than suji. Once the water is all gone, I'm just going to place it into a nice bowl, and I'm really fussy about the presentation. I like well presented food. I just feel more excited about eating it if I present it nicely, and if it's in a nice bowl or a nice plate. I always add fresh coriander and lemon juice to all my meals, and that is my breakfast ready. Next meal is lunch. Because I had my breakfast a little late, I did not have any mid meals between my breakfast and my lunch. I'm going to just soak the chana dal for some time. I'm also going to soak the brown rice. It just cooks faster if you soak it for an hour or two before cooking. I'm just going to cut the gobi because times are tight. I am just going to cook half of this, and I'm going to add some aloo to just add some bulk to the sabzi. I'm just going to put it in water so it doesn't oxidize, and then I will start preparing the other things that I need to chop for the sabzi and for the dal. Now you will notice that I like to sort of work directly on the kitchen counter surface, but I am really particular about keeping it really clean, and I disinfect it so I can chop on it directly because it's a really nice, stone. I don't like using a chopping board as much. I just like working directly on the surface, and I'm trying to clean as I go so that I don't have to do a ton of cleaning at the end. So I'm chopping up onion, tomato, garlic. Also I'm going to add I was out of ginger this day. I didn't have any ginger, but I love ginger. I feel like it just, especially in the dal, and also actually in the aloo gobi, it's just so tasty when you add some ginger. But because I don't have any, I'll just have to work without it today. I will add some green chili though, and I like to chop my green chili just very rough, just so I can pick it out and I don't have to eat it actually. So again, I'm cooking this in ghee. Added the onions. Next I'm going to add some hing, some haldi, some jeera. I've added the green chilies and just going to cook it for a few seconds. I've also added the garlic at this stage, going to add the tomato next, and once the tomato has cooked down, you'll know that when the oil starts releasing from the sides, you can add the aloo and the gobi. Make sure you mix everything well so that every bit is coated with the masala mix. I'm going to add a bit of coriander powder, which is dhania powder in Hindi. Just going to add some of that, mix it really well, and then I'm going to add a little bit of water and just cover it because this is going to take a little bit of time to cook. And I've also added the red chili powder and salt, not a lot of it, just a little bit of it, because salt helps in cooking, in speeding up the cooking process basically. So now it's almost ready, and let's move on to the dal. So I've boiled the dal with salt, haldi, and you can add a little bit of sugar or jaggery if you like that kind of taste. I'm just preparing the masala mix now. It has onion, garlic, chili, tomato. I'm adding jeera. I also like to add a little bit of rai and hing. I think I forgot to mention that I've put the hing in the aloo gobi as well, but I have. Once everything is cooked down properly, I'm going to add a little bit of red chili powder and add this mix to my dal. Just mix it a little bit gently. I do want the ghee and the sort of masala mix to be floating a bit on the top. And now I'm just going to serve everything into this kind of bowl. I really like this kind of pasta bowl for my meals. I don't know, I just like that style. This one I think is from Nicobar. If you search online pasta bowl, I'm sure you'll be able to find a few. And I'm going to add lots of fresh lemon juice and coriander, and that is my lunch. My lunch was so filling that I wasn't really hungry by late afternoon, so I just had some almond milk. I had like this coffee one from Raw Pressery, and I played with the dogs some more. Now because I am home, and because of just what's going on, I feel like they can sense that something is not right with the world. Their normal routine has been disrupted and they are just super needy. They need lots of love, lots of playing, and half of my day actually just goes in entertaining them, walking them, feeding them and playing with them. But it's nice because I feel like I'm getting more of a chance to bond with them. So around 8 o'clock, I was ready for dinner. I was beginning to feel a little bit hungry. I'm going to make a stir fry. Stir fries are pretty quick and easy to make. They just require a little bit of chopping, and I feel like eating a lot of vegetables, so I'm just going to chop everything. And I always like to add some kind of extra protein, and because I don't eat non-veg, I'm going to add some paneer. You can also use tofu, or if you are comfortable eating chicken, eggs, you can add that, or fish. Just depends what you want to add and what you like eating. So I'm chopping up some broccoli, some yellow peppers, red peppers. I've chopped up the paneer already, trying to clean as I go so that I don't have to clean up too much at the end. Chopping some garlic. I feel it always adds a nice flavor to a stir fry. I like just prepping everything and putting all the ingredients together, because then the cooking process is so much easier. I'm going to use a bit of coconut milk for this because I just like how it adds a little bit of creaminess. I cooked this in coconut oil because I quite like the taste of it now, and because I'm going to use the coconut milk already, I think the taste just sort of reinforces. Added everything, added some salt, chili flakes, a bit of the coconut milk, and it's super quick to make. I think I just cook it maybe for 2 to 3 minutes. And to garnish it, of course, my favorite combination, the fresh coriander and the lemon juice. That is my dinner, very fresh, very healthy, and really, really filling.
And that is all for this video. I hope this was fun for you to watch. I'm gonna be back with more videos next week. I hope you all are keeping safe. Make sure you're taking good care of yourselves and your families, and I'll see you soon in my next video. Bye.